Hi everybody, it's Crazy Karen here. It was not a very happy day. I wanted to talk to you about your pets, your cats, how to watch for disease because sometimes you just don't really know. We lost our Willie yesterday. Had him. His birthday was September 5th. He was 11 years old, and he always acted real happy and he playful. Um, But in August, he was having problems with constipation. So I took him to the vet and they gave him some medicine so it helped him go. He seemed all right. He was playful. He was a good boy. Look at my. That's my blue. Anyway, but Willie was just so sweet and lovable, and everybody liked him because everybody that came in the house, he went up to him. He was just so friendly, and he played with Sasha. He liked dogs. I didn't let him outside to play with the dog, but he just everything was fine. And then last week, about Tuesday, he started acting a little bit funny, and every night he gets up on my lap and he lays on his side and lets me rub his belly, and he wouldn't let me rub his belly, and he acted kind of funny, and he stopped eating. And we noticed that his bones were sticking out a little bit, and I insisted that we take him to the doctor on Tuesday. That was October 2nd. She weighed him and he had lost like 2 pounds 3 ounces or something, which is a lot for a cat since August. But she couldn't find anything. She did x-rays, and the x-rays came back okay, except it looked a little bit shaded around his gallbladder. But she suggested that we have an ultrasound done in November. So we agreed to that, and we took him home. Then Tuesday night he would not eat. He didn't act good. When he would jump down, he was favoring his left side in the back. And this is like the second cat that I had do that. My last cat, Sammy, had the same thing, and well, he acted the same way. He would kind of drag his back legs. So we took him back yesterday, which was my 78th birthday. And they said they wanted to keep him for a little while. They were kind of busy and they wanted to observe him. So they did. And she called me about maybe 1 o'clock and said that she had bad news, that they found that with the ultrasound that there was a mass in his pancreas and also his gallbladder. And we asked her if we should put him down, and she said yes. She said he was in a lot of pain. She said cats are used to being in the wild. Well, you know, their ancestors, and they still have that ingrained in them. And so when they're ill, they don't want the enemy to know because they'll get picked off. So they just pretend that they're fine, and they just fight through it. But she said that it was now into his nerves, and when he would move, it would kind of like make an explosion and just shoot pain all around in him. So he was in a lot of pain, and he winced. He did cry a few times, but so she asked if we wanted to be with him when she put him down, and we both were crying, and we said no, we couldn't do it. But after we hung up, we thought about it, and we knew we had to be with Willie, so we called them back, and they stopped it. They'd already given him a painkiller. So when we got there, they were very good to us, and they had a special room that they took us to, and he was laying there. I took his blanket that he loved so much, and we laid him on the blanket, and I talked to him and hugged him and told him what a good boy he was. And Phil was just crying, and they put him down. He breathed. He kept trying to breathe. He took a couple big gasps. She told me it would take one, but she was worried with the second one. She was afraid she hadn't given him enough. She was a young vet, but she had. And he passed away. And it's really hard to get used to not having them around, but I just wanted you all to know to watch your pets, because you know your pet better than anybody, and if they're not acting right, just really look into it. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't that bad the first time, and actually what they did yesterday was they didn't even charge me except for the medicine. But it's just real hard to get used to not having Willie around, because he was such a bossy cat. He was my boss, and I loved him so much. And he was a Siamese. You'll see some other videos I've got with him and the squirrels, him playing with Sasha. Sasha is just, she thinks she's his mother. She's a year and a half older, and she took care of him when we brought him home. He's just a little kitten. But she's been looking for him, and it's just kind of hard. But just watch your pets and love them, and when they're ready to go across that rainbow bridge, do what's right for them, because you don't want to keep them in pain. Bye, everybody. Maybe my next video will be happier. Love you all. Bye-bye.